What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel! It's your girl Bianca here, and today we're actually going to be doing a cross of looks. Now, what's a cross of looks? When I say a cross of looks, I mean I'm going to be using two different palettes. So it's going to be something different and something nice, I think. I'm trying to stay away from doing the same old looks over and over again. So I'm going to be taking my Norvina palette. And I'm also going to be taking my Soft Glam palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Super excited. So, as always, I'm going to do my eyebrows, and we are going to go in with the eyes after that. But I just want to say welcome back to everybody who has been watching my videos, and I'd like to say welcome to anyone who is new. So I'll be right back, just going to do my eyebrows off camera. Alright, we're back. So, if you guys can tell in the camera, I don't know, if the top of my eyebrows looks a little gray, it's because it is a little gray. I decided to bring a few friends today for makeup. Some friends that I have used before. They're not new, they're just new to my current usage family, which are these, well, yeah, I guess this one too. These four brushes. Anyway, long story short, this is an actual concealer brush from e.l.f. and it's amazing, and I haven't used it in a long time, and I guess I didn't realize, like, the other ones are clean. I had left them, you know, I did a brush cleaning day, but I left this guy out and didn't realize that. So when I used it for the concealer around my eyebrows, by the time I got to the top, it was turning gray. And I'm like, what are we doing? Lord deliver me, because everything is gray. So I thought that I would throw some Shape Tape on there and be delivered, but it's still partially gray. 10 points if you get that reference. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And the first color I'm going to be using is, of course, from the Norvina palette. We're going to use the color Base. So, Norvina Base. I'm going to take that and I am going to apply that all over the lid. That's going to be my transition shade. And as per usual, my Morphe M504 Big Fluffer herself is the one that's going to do that for me. So, some on the brush, always give it a tap to get the excess product off, and start tapping that all over the lid. You know, it's funny because in person, you know that I have concealer on, but it doesn't look crazy, and in the camera I feel like I look like a Ninja Turtle with this, like, mask, because I was just this is a whole other story in and of itself for another time, but you know what, it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. Alright, so now that you're done with that very first color, the next color I'm going to go into is now from the Soft Glam palette. Soft Glam. It's Orange Soda. This is actually one of my favorite shades, and I know you're probably like, where are we going with this? We're going orange today, but yeah, we're going orange today. I'm going to grab my Unique crease brush, this little guy, and although I'm not currently going to use it on the crease, well, I guess I'll partially be using it on the crease, but it's more so going to stay in this outer corner here, and you'll see why I use this. I do have to say that these bristles are a little more packed in there, so they're a little more stiff, but that's a good thing because it's a little easier to pack color on than to deal with having to go over and over and over it. Alright, now that I have that on there, I'm going to take one of my brushes from my I Slay brush collection and also dip into Orange Soda. Remember, with lots of colors, You just have to blend for days. Luckily this one is lighter and it's very easy to blend. The Soft Glam palette is very good about that, but again, like I said in my last video, a lot of times people think that they can't get the look, but it's just because we kind of speed through everything. Just blend it out. And if you do notice, I am saving this space here. It's a partial explanation as to why I used my crease brush first and then this brush. Although it's an easy color to pack on, it just makes it easier to get the pigment there first and then take a blending brush and go right into blending with some product on this brush as well, so that it's just less time. It seems like more time because it's two different brushes, but it's not. You have to take one of these, dip, do this again, dip, do this again. With this, you just dip a couple times, put it on, and then you can spread it out wherever you want it to go. So if you notice, I didn't take it over my entire lid. I only took it about halfway and at an angle, like diagonal back. So if anyone knows diagonal back, hey hairdressers out there, how you doing? Now I'm going to take that same crease brush that I have from Unique, and I'm going to dip it into Drama from Norvina. Drama. 2 dips, give it a tap, and I'm going to concentrate that right out here. Initially, we're not going to take it too much higher than the actual crease, because I'm going to blend it out, so you don't want to bring the majority of the color higher up because you want it to be softer. Alright, going to start with that. And now I'm going to go ahead in with my M433 brush. I realistically would like to use a smaller blending brush, but I don't have one. So if you have one a little bit smaller than this, feel free to use it for this part. I just don't have one. And I tapped a teensy bit of product on here. I'm just going to blend. Because at this moment I'm not trying to add color, I am just trying to add depth. Alright, one thing I'd like to recommend is while you're blending the color Drama out, if you do have this palette, you're going to need to use more eyeshadow to get it to blend, at least when you're using this orange color, because they were acting like they weren't friends, they were acting like they were enemies. So it's possible to blend it out, it just takes a lot more work, and adding a little bit by a little bit of color helps it move around some more. I don't know, it's almost like once it gets in that spot, it doesn't want to leave that spot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because that means the more you blend it, then your color's not disappearing, but it just may not want to move for you. So just keep that in mind when you are doing this look, and don't freak out because it will come together. So the next thing I'm going to do is take the other brush, my favorite jam-packed, fluffy, amazing brush, and I'm going to go in with the color Celestial. So Celestial is that nice purple that you see everywhere. Beautiful. So I'm just going to pack some Celestial on this brush, and I'm going to start not wet. That's what it looks like on the brush. And I'm going to put it over Drama and slightly right in front of it. You definitely don't have to wet this color. This is the color that works all on its own, but for a little added oomph, then you can definitely wet it. So now I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit with some MAC Fix Plus. I'm blowing it in the total opposite direction. And I'm going to add a little bit more. And so what that does is it just takes an already gorgeous color and makes it even prettier. Don't forget to make Drama and Celestial look like they're friends and blend them together. Now the next color I'm going to take is called Summer, and it's more of like a golden shade. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used for Celestial, but I'm going to use the other side. and spray a little bit of Fix Plus on it and take Summer. I'm just going to put that right in front of Celestial. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of run my finger over it with a little product on my finger. These are very like foily metallic colors, which I love. So just be careful with that because they're very pigmented. So I'm going to run my regular finger first. They are so pretty together. Make sure you keep a makeup wipe near you if you're going to do that. But now I'm just going to dab a little bit more Celestial in just to get them to kind of come together a little better. Alright. And so I know I reserved that moment in the very front where I didn't take orange soda. Now is the time where I'm going to go in with this brush from my Islay collection, and it is very similar, if not the exact same brush, to the Morphe M431. So if you got an M431, that's what you want to use this for. Just going to take orange soda, lightly dab it, use a clean brush, and I'm going to kind of work that into the front. You could have done this beforehand, but sometimes I choose not to. Just because I know with foil colors, they can get a little messy towards the front of the eye. So that just helps me kind of blend it out a little better. And if you notice, I start back where the color is and then go forward and come back because I don't want to end up putting too much pigment in the front. Alright, I can get with that. So I'm going to take a makeup wipe off camera and I'm just going to clean my inner corner because my fingers are like banana hands. So I got more in here than I wanted to, and I'll be right back. Alright, I cleaned it up and went ahead and did the same thing to the other eye. Now I am going to do some under eye smoke, but I'm obviously going to wait until I get to, you know, the rest of my face, as well as I'm not going to do my inner corner highlight until I am done. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with some eyeliner, and I'm just going to be taking my usual Unique in the color Perfect, give it a shake, and away we go. I'm not done, but I just wanted to take a moment and say that people always ask me how I do my eyeliner, and basically what I do is I draw one line, I draw a second line, and then I just kind of close it up, and you just have to go in and adjust as it goes. They're not always going to be the same as the eye on the other side, but you know what, you do your best. Okay, so now we're going to get to the rest of my face. So today I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. And I've already primed with my Smashbox primer. It is the Hydrating Primer. Let me double check on that name. The one that I have used in virtually every video is called the Photo Finish Radiance Primer. So the benefits is that it instantly primes an even skin tone, packed with hyaluronic acid and shea butter for instant and all-day moisture. So that's why I thought it was hydrating, but it is hydrating, it's just not in the name. 4K high definition spheres blur imperfections. Microfine amber and bronze pearls create a warm glow, and it's cruelty free. So I love it. It does make me very shiny, which I enjoy, and you can tell that there are those pearls that go and kind of change your skin tone a little bit. I'm still very, very red in the face, but you know, that's alright. That's my face, that's what I got to work with, but I enjoy it. I am actually looking for more primer so I don't kill this one. I want to be able to keep it, you know, make it stick around. If you guys have dry skin like I do, and you know of anything that's super hydrating and it can totally add oil, it doesn't matter to my face. The only place I ever really get oily is like my forehead, and that's why I bake it. But other than that, just let me know if you guys have any recommendations. Today I decided before I do my foundation I am going to use my hard candy green color corrector because I am looking a little more red than usual. So it's just kind of got like this little brush to it, and I typically just take it just like I would do with my concealer everywhere that it's usually super red and pink for me. I specifically didn't used to use blush because I always felt like I'm super red, why would I want to add that? And here lately I've been loving blush a lot more. So it's almost like the same parts on each side of the face. My chin's a little red too, but meh. It's very sheer, so you don't have to worry about, oh my god, my face is going to be so green. It's literally like this section. It goes like this for the super redness. Alright, now that I look like Elphaba from Wicked, if that's even how you say her name, I don't really know, I'm gonna now take the Shape Tape and put it on like I do concealer, and like I just did that thing. I have to say, this is my most tan foundation that I own, which is why I'm using it today. Sometimes I feel like I make myself look really pale. It's better in person, you know, but I thoroughly enjoy this. So as you can see, half and half, there's obviously no more green on this side of my face. So if you're using a color corrector of any type, as long as you don't use too much, then you're not going to see it. So I know sometimes people use red, and just know that less is absolutely more. Alright, so while I was off camera, I went ahead and did conceal under my eyes, my forehead, and in a couple other spots. So now I'm going to go ahead and bake. Just wanted to be able to make time for the baking, pretty much. So taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, as per usual. And I'm actually going to start with this brush today. I usually use my Beauty Blender or one of my bigger brushes, but I'm just trying to concentrate on a small spot at this moment. So I will switch over to my bigger brush momentarily. Watch my videos often, you'll notice that today I'm looking a lot more hydrated than usual, and it's not just foundation. I did do a face scrub right before this, which typically does make my face a little oilier, this particular one, and it's not even built with oil, it's just the way my skin reacts to it, which I love. Then I also threw my rosehip oil on, which I don't always do, but I have been using it more often. So I did go ahead and bake different spots that you normally don't see me bake, which is, you know, like a little bit here and then on my chin and a little bit on my nose. I normally don't do that because it's typically very dry, but because I don't want to shine too much, I did go ahead and do that. So I'm going to let that sit, and we're going to move on to my bronzer. So for bronzing today, I brought out from the dead my e.l.f. Hot to Trot. It's an eyeshadow duo, but also a bronzer slash blush kit. And so this is just the piece that I pulled out because it's easier just to do that. There's a little crack here. I'm in love with this blush, and I typically use this color and this color as my bronzer, which is what I'm going to do today. I honestly couldn't even tell you how old this thing is. I would at least say that I've had it for like a year, so I should probably throw it away. But I love it, and I forgot about it. I use it forever, so. If anyone just noticed, almost as soon as I threw those two colors on, I switched to this color because I forgot this was my more tan foundation, so I have to kind of go with that color scheme. But don't worry, we are going to blend it. Right, so we are bronzed and ready to go. I almost said we're blonde and ready to go, but we're not blonde, we're bronzed. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this powder under my eye. I did swipe away some of the powder everywhere else, pretty much, except for like my nose. But going to go ahead and get rid of that, and then we will do some under eye. Perfect. So I'm going to take that peach color that I showed you earlier for my blush, and I'm just using this. It is an e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. I actually really like it as a blush brush, so. I don't want to do too much. It's just enough to give me a little bit of color between my, you know, highlight and my contour, and you can even see just in the sun the difference between the two already, and that's with just a little bit. Love it. Alright, grabbing back to the palettes, I am going to take orange soda, and I'm going to use my, without knocking anything off the little table here, Morphe M431, and just tap it into orange soda, and kind of tap that on. Love that, very pretty. Now I'm taking Norvina again. I am going to actually take Soul rather than Drama, because I think Drama might be a little too dark. And I'm going to focus Soul mostly back here. So it's got that half light, half dark thing going on, but it's not too dark. I'm going to pop on some lashes off camera. The lashes that I use in just about every video are called Cosmic Lashes. They're amazing. I'm actually affiliated with them, and soon you are going to see some new lashes come into my video because I want to give away. If you guys want a really cool page to follow, you should check out Cosmic Lashes. They are not like sponsoring this in any way. They're just my favorite lashes to use, and I want to give away, so I have like 4 pairs, I think is what I ordered, coming to me. They give you like a certain amount of money off of your order. It's really cool, you know, when you do win their giveaway. And I've got their lash glue coming back, thank you Lord, because that's my favorite lash glue. I'm over here using the Ardell, which is actually pretty great too. It just kind of smells funky, but whatever, maybe that's just mine, I don't know. But I've got a black lash glue coming because I typically do use black eyeliner, so I like it to just kind of fall right in. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop these lashes on, and if you guys want some really great lashes, just use the code BiancaR. I'll pop it up on the screen, and you know, if you don't. I'm not telling you that you have to. Just if you want to get some money off, I think it's like 20%. BiancaR. Lashes are on. It was only a mild catastrophe today, and so now I'm going to be using my Bad Gal Bang mascara to put on my lower lash line. If you don't have this, this is what the wand looks like, and it's very tiny. The bristles get very small. Don't really know how to do this on camera and not get it all over myself, to be honest. Meaning that I'm really far away from my mirror right now. This actual spoolie-ish type thing actually makes it really easy for you to get those lower lashes. Like, it's my favorite. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to focus on is lips. Currently I just have some Carmex chilling. All my Carmex girls out there, we're still in this, okay? I'm going to use the Unique Moonstruck Precision pencil in the color Plush, like I have been using, to just line my lips real quick. Alright, and I normally don't have to work as hard to get the color on, but I did not want to remove the Carmex because I'm really trying to keep my lips hydrated. And I'm going to show you guys two different lip looks for this particular eye look. I'm actually using Lime Crime lipsticks today. I've had these for so long that all the flowers came off of the lid for that one, and a lot of the flowers came off for that one. Not like insanely long, I don't even think it's been a year yet, to be honest, but it was one of their sales that they were having, so I snagged these two colors. There is the color Faded and the color Moonstone. Moonstone I wear a lot, and we're going to go in with Faded first. So that is with Faded. It's actually prettier than I even expected it to be with this eye look, which is why I was doing it first, to be honest. I was going to stick with Moonstone as my look, but I guess we'll see now. I love this color. I just expected it to be, you know, a little deeper, maybe, just for the look, but now I'm going to take it off. And there we have Moonstone. Very purpley, very like, I'm looking right at you, but I don't know. I just love this color. I love both of them. To be honest, I could wear either one of them out. So you can see that. And so now I'm going to go ahead and highlight. And the reason my camera has not been on this angle the whole time I want it to, but my stand keeps falling. So if it doesn't fall while this happens, I'll be really lucky. Like while I do this. So taking my usual glow kit, sun dipped glow kit, and grabbing one of my brushes. And I'm mixing two colors. I'm mixing Summer, my usual color, and Moonstone, which is ironic that my lipstick and that one have the same name. Love it. Alright, so for my lip highlight, I'm actually going to be using, I think it's by Sourmay. It's an illuminizing highlighter stick. I've actually had it for a little while, but I always forget that it exists. Put a little bit on my nose, just for the sake of having it. It's actually very pretty. Look at that highlight. I love when the sun just hits it in like the right spot. It's crazy. I love it. And again, I have nowhere to go today. So just kind of made myself pretty for no apparent reason. One thing I do always say is don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. And hit that little bell when you subscribe so that you get notifications and you don't miss what I post. And now I'm going to sing a subscribe song. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. Subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to throw up some photos. Catch you later on the next one. Bye, guys.